Hey everyone, Odds here. Welcome back to the channel for some more Mechabellum. Today, I have a series for you. We're playing in the Egophobic Club Mecha tournament again. This is the weekly tournament we've been playing in. We are currently up 2-0. We are up against Dunit. Today is also kind of special too because, well, at the time of recording, and the time of actually playing this game, is the same day that the new patch came out, patch 1.9.0, the big one. All the new techs and the new things like that. So we are jumping right away into a tournament game, so it's kind of crazy. And in these games, you're going to see some of the new techs used, and hopefully we can find a way to snag a victory here against our opponent. Our opponent is a pretty good player as well. They're currently, I believe, 1-1 in the tournament so far. But yeah, okay. So we're gonna jump into it now. So I've got Fortified Spec and Dunit is Fire Badger. The Fire Badger, Spec, and Dunit looks like it's playing very similar to how I typically play, actually, and how Cast plays. Although it's a little bit scrunched up more in the corner here, but it can still be kind of scary. Meanwhile, for me, I have a suspicion that the land Wraith is insanely overpowered. And so in this game, I pick a pack for standard, and I pick Marksman Sledge. And just we're staying back, and what I want to do also is like have a lot of HP. Some of the other options just didn't look good enough to me and have enough HP, so I want to have a lot to work with so I have time to get 3 techs online on that Wraith, right? We want range, we want 8 gun, and then we want land cruiser, aka I don't know what you want to call it, Roomba mode. But yeah, so I've left like a little gap here. We're kind of like, you know, leaving spots of 3 and land cruiser. Yeah, okay. I don't really know what to do for my other tech. I got degen still on here. I think degen can still be good, but it's like 120 meters of range. But well, what is that? 61, 100. Then another 50 from here. I guess degen will be a bit smaller than the Land Cruiser mode. But it could still be good for slowing down stuff. Opponent right away goes for Phantom Ray, and they're just hard pushing into my tower. And unfortunately, on the left side here, our sledges and our marksmen are getting pulled to the left. So if they were like another tile over, they might have pulled to the right, but it's hard to say. I mean, I guess I could recreate this and test it out. I think normally if I put 4 from the tower, 4 this way, then they'll actually, right, I've only got 3 here. If there's 4, then sometimes they'll pull over. But I think I only needed 3 because I was going for the Wraith, like already from the beginning. That was my plan. It might not actually work out because Dunit is playing pretty far back, so it might not pull anyway, but yeah. So we do have our Wraith up. We're gonna pick up another Wraith, and I know obviously like things are gonna come down in the corner. I play like this all the time. I know what it's like. The goal is to get the beacon out, get the tower, and pull things over to the right. I want to put a Wraith down already on this side. Unfortunately, I can't afford range this turn because we did get that pickup of those 2 Mustangs. But what that's going to do is, right, I have my anti-air fully covered here. I have single target with the Marksman. I have multi-target with the Mustang. And I mean, currently I've got Wraith also doing work. But eventually we do want to get to land mode. So we want to make sure that we do have our other stuff figured out by then. It looks like there's just so much stuff here. Can't really push through or survive unless we can get these hounds. Or sorry, these Phantom Rays. 2 Phantom Rays, they got full health. Lost that tower, but actually, what was It's gonna be close. And we get one. Actually, yeah, it looks pretty good. So we get that Wraith to kill those Wraiths. And we might be able to get a level. Be very good if we get a level here. The one thing, like, so seeing this board too, I think Wraith is extremely strong against Hound. I always have a tough time dealing with it, so right now it's like, basically in my mind I'm like, okay, what do I do, or what do I lose to when I'm playing like dunit here? And try to do that. And I did spam a bunch of games today to try and get a feel for some of the techs. And I was having trouble with Hounds pushing into Land Cruiser, so that also is a reason why that's what we're kind of going for. And here we go, now the beacons come out, and we do have Farseers chosen, which I actually haven't played against or done like in this scenario. We actually just sort of, I know I'm vulnerable on the left, so that's why we build a Wraith over on the left side. Right side, we do get this level up, and we get improved firepower, which is very good. It's going to help us be able to clear the medium-sized units. The balls, yeah, no, not quite getting in, so that's good. We get that Farseer as well. So it doesn't look half bad. We have a level up here on this tower, so I'm not going to be able to get through that. Not too bad, not too bad. We have a very slight edge, but I mean, there's a lot of things that can change here. And this was one of the rounds where I'm like, man, this guy's crazy. I found this first game was like, I was on the edge of my seat, man. I was freaking out a bit. I didn't know what the hell to do. And I wasn't like this. So this play with the level 3 Tarantula is kind of insane, actually. And I did not respect it this game. So you're going to have to pay attention here, because this Tarantula is quite strong. What I am doing is I'm just building more fangs out, and I'm trying to slow everything down. But because of that, I'm pretty susceptible to the Tarantula to clear the fangs. I go for the Void Eyes myself. I think, well, Void Eyes are good against Hound. They're good against Steel Balls. I don't want them to get pulled to the right, so we do have them kind of tucked in here so that they'll go forward. We try to missile out this pack here, but the Tarantula is in the way. So unfortunately that doesn't work. And this Tarantula has got a lot of HP. We lose our Wraith in the middle again. These Phantom Rays are quite strong when they do get locks. And yeah, with that, there's just too much HP on the Tarantula. We cannot clear the Hounds. We cannot clear anything else. And our opponent pushes through, grab that tower. And there's like substantial damage on the board here. I think this is one of the advantages of having the Farseer, right? It does 250 damage at the end of the round. Okay, so it is turn 6. Efficient Light, in my opinion, is a little bit late. So I'm not going to go for that. And I think Advanced Targeting is probably the play. I think I'm calculating right here. Basically, the player's, like, he's playing far back. And, I don't know, we go for Wasp Swarm, actually. Okay. So I go for Wasp Swarm because I want to sort of slow down the push. If I can do it here, it's going to turn these Farseers around. And I could have done it here as well. But yeah, I want to just sort of slow this down. There's always a beacon here, so it wouldn't really help too much. And now we've got our 8-gun. We actually end up selling out of the Void Eye because it's dying. And I expected this Tarantula to be sold, because who in their right mind would leave this here? It's kind of crazy. So we slow down these Farseers a little bit. So now they're not locked onto my Wraith here. Now they are. And also, this Wraith still gets collapsed on as well. And oh, we just barely still can't kill that tarantula. And we take a lot of damage. It's not looking very good here. Super heavy offered. Another efficient light. And rhino assault. So we go for the rhino assault. The rhino assault is going to help. I have to keep using missiles here, which is really annoying. The rhino assault landing will help clear that fire badger. And then we'll be able to turn around faster. And hopefully be able to deal with whatever's going on. So here's another turn. I did not expect this play. Super heavy on the tarantula. 117,000 HP. Like, what? It's so free. It's so free. It's like right in the open. There's no units in front, nothing. It's not protecting it. He's just tricking me. Like, just straight up. Like, I did not expect this to still be here. And it's still a problem. We do get land mode, so you can see we're shooting from quite far back. I'm going to start slowing the game down now to 1x. And if we look up, yeah, this fire, or sorry, the rays are kind of coming through, but they're not able to get a lock on that Wraith because we're in land mode, so we're able to clear more stuff. Tower on the left goes down. There's only like a sliver of health on this tarantula. We do manage to get it. We lose our other tower too. And we do get one more Farseer, so we do prevent, you know, 500 damage there, which would have been the end of us. We're just under 400. It's looking very scary. This push is quite strong, and I'm not sure if we have enough to deal with it. We do get a unit drop here. Probably the most important turn right now. What can we do to stop the bleeding? 3 Phoenix, 3 Stormcallers. Maybe. Phoenix could maybe be good, but we do... I don't know. We're kind of doubling up with Phoenix. So what I think is, well, there's just so much stuff on the ground. I think if we get Stormcallers, and maybe we get HE, we can clear some of this stuff. And then we'll be able to get good locks with our marksmen on the other stuff. Also, if this thing is here another turn, I'm going to die. So we can't leave it there anymore. We need to react. The only way to kill this is with a melter. Thankfully, we do have a pocket here. And we're going to do just that. Right in the nick of time here. Then it leaves the tarantula wide open still. There's nothing in front, but you know, just in case there's crawlers or chaff or whatever in front, I think we do missile. Oh no, we don't. Maybe that's next turn. I mean, the range on this is quite good. But yeah, we will get a lock here, it looks like, right away. And our fangs are safe. We do pick up portable shield as well, very important. And yes, finally we get that spider to die. Although now our melter is all the way in the front. It does get focused down by those balls and those rays. But, oh man, it's like looking so close. I don't know. Level 3 Farseer quite strong. Another level 2 Farseer. Hey, our little wall here, a magnetic barricade, slows things down. And actually, yeah, our opponent has chosen Stormcallers too, and they are shelling us. And it's really weird to see Stormcallers hitting Wraiths, but here we are. And oh my god, look at that range! Look at that range! 165 meters of range! And we get that right tower now, actually. That was looking really brutal. We lost our tower, but somehow, some way, we're still in it. We got a level 3 Wraith here with improved firepower. We are getting some levels, I think. Yeah, looks pretty good for levels. So getting levels on those Wraiths is critical. Critical. So, a few options available here. Vulcan Descent. And I'm looking here and I'm like, okay, well, this is kind of juicy. This is kind of juicy. We might be able to do something with this. So we do go for it. Because if it works, then I I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm gonna survive, and we're gonna do a ton of damage. If it doesn't work, it's still gonna slow things down, and it might not be the worst thing anyway. But we do put a crawler here because I don't want all these things to turn and one-shot my Vulcan before the oil even like kind of goes down. So here we go. We got to get some shields. We are going to use a missile now because probably there's going to be Fang there. Yeah, it looks like Fang. Also, there is a shield going to protect it too. And because the melter got charged into, we're actually going to move it back a little bit. And with the enhanced range, we just move it back a smidge. And it's still going to stay locked on to that tarantula. It's just in range here, so that should be pretty good. We got more fangs in front. We keep missiling here. There's a nice... I mean, opponent's trying to do the same thing here with the oil and the Vulcan. Can you tell I used to play StarCraft with the Vulture? But yeah, here we go. There is a fortunate bubble here. So it doesn't look like our oil is going to do too much. It does go off. We pull a bit. And all of our fangs are dying. We don't do too much in the back right. But can our higher leveled Wraiths now defend us? Looks pretty close. Well, actually, we got a huge blob, a death ball on the right side. And the range on these Wraiths just completely shooting like across the whole map. Absolutely insane. We got a huge damage down here. We're basically evening it up. So we are still alive. And what can we do? Ion Blast offered. Well, Spellabellum. That's what it's all about right now. Just gotta put the spell down and hope for the best. We need to make sure that we missile, or sorry, not missile, shield. Yeah, both players, obviously, we're gonna be going for this. I don't know which side to do. I was thinking about this side, because like he's probably expecting it over here, and there's already a bubble here, but you might be able to do it in a way that we can kind of like get a whole bunch of stuff as it's running through. And this is the real, I don't know, if this tower goes down, we're dead. There's a lot of stuff here. But good play out of Dunit on the left side with the double Rhino. This is actually very cool. So double Rhino on the left, and then we've got the Fire Badger here, and then we even have, oh no, wait, that's my Wasp Swarm. And we got on the left, so we put the extra Wasp Swarm here. We shield up, but yeah, this mobile beacon actually means like this side's not going to be a mobile beacon, and they're going to run through the laser a little bit better for us. But this Rhino is very scary. We do manage to get another Wraith here. We download. We build a level 2. We make sure we get missiles, because I noticed we are kind of open here. That's why I've played this over here. I wasn't really expecting a double Rhino armor mech rage just like all in here. So it looks like it's probably going to overwhelm. Oh, God. Our Ion is looking okay. The opponent's Ion is looking very good, too. We can get one Rhino, maybe. But our tower's only level 1, and it goes down. Oh, man, that feels so bad. It feels so bad. Right now, I remember seeing that happen. I'm like... oh my God, I think it's over. I think it's over. We lose our other tower too. There's no way, right? There's too much stuff. But we have this level 3 Wraith over on the side. We do kill the air units. And actually, our marksman pops that Farseer. So somehow, some way, even though that Rhino came in and completely obliterated us, we had our pants down, just about. Not completely, but mostly. And somehow we're alive, just barely hanging on. Advanced shields offered as well as a bunch of other stuff. At this point, like eco stuff, not going to happen. Like it's the end of the game. We're probably going to be building more shields, so we may as well take advanced shield. It's free, and if for whatever reason, I mean, it'll never happen, but if for whatever reason a spell came up, it does help against that. But my thought was, yeah, we're going to build shields anyway, so let's take advanced shield. And now we need to, we're going to step, we got a missile here, a missile here, a missile here. We're layering our missiles. We're going to build another level 2 Wraith. And at this point, I'm just like, okay, the Wraiths are carrying now. It's working. It's working. We just need more Wraiths. We need more level 2 Wraiths. And I don't think we can lose. Maybe. But EMP on Stormcallers. That's pretty good. Hey, we got our Vulcan, not our Vulcan, our Rhino drop coming down. So we're going to clear this up quickly. And now let's go. Oh, we get a lock. We get a lock on that spider. Thankfully, every time we've been able to get a lock, it was never, ever sold. It's unbelievable. Left side, we do put down that melter just in case we need it against the rhinos. But the rhinos do get moved around with that mobile beacon. Very smart play. Moving around to the right now. They're very fast with that mech rage. However, now they're just walking into the... these Wraiths. And the Wraiths are just going uppy downy, uppy downy, uppy downy. They get hit by the Stormcaller, go up, go down, go up, down, and it doesn't matter anymore if they're up or down. They are way over leveled. The only thing they can shoot up is that Farseer, so there's just no chance. And it looks like by the skin of our teeth, we're barely going to be able to take... Oh, that's so funny. They go down on the ground, so then they pop the magnetic barricade and they get slowed down. But yeah, we just barely managed to hang on that game. Less than 400 HP. It was very nerve-wracking. Well played to my opponent. Just had a lot of good ideas, a lot of good plays, but you know, I don't know. We just somehow barely hang on. I don't really know how. I think the Wraiths, you know, they finally got the levels that they needed. And that was that. Because the rest of this board is not good into it. You know, once they're level 2, level 3, they can kill everything. And I mean, even the EMP was cute, but it just makes them fly for a moment. And then they come back down in a moment. Anyways, yeah, that was a good one. So let's go to game number 2. All right, here we are. So we've got giant spec with the spider and fang. The rest of this stuff, like, I don't know, the steel ball is like okay, but I haven't been having very good luck with it recently, and I don't really like fire badger. I have been playing tarantula a fair bit, so I think this could be pretty good. So we go for that, and Dunit goes for the spider pack as well. Okay. So, yeah, giant. We are giant, and we are up against speed. And in this case, so you see, and I know I gave a spiel about this before, about leaving the turret in front of your tower, because it most likely is going to help you more than a middle turret. But in this case, with playing spider on the line, we're playing spider in the middle, which means that anything from anywhere on the board is going to get pulled into the middle. And if I had a turret here and there was something here, it would target this turret and then target the tower. So instead, we have our fangs here and we sell that one. We keep this one because if there's something here, it's going to move towards my fangs here and then eventually into my tarantula. We're kind of funneling things into the middle. And then we do pick up a couple Void Eyes here because, you know, Tarantula Void Eye is pretty good, even if I don't keep them. Sometimes I sell out of them. We do run the carry tech, so we got Mech Rage, Range, High Explosive, and then we have Anti-Air. Not sure if I want to keep Anti-Air, but sometimes it saves my bacon. So round starts. Here we go, and my opponent, actually, we have very different techs here. So Range, High Explosive, but then Armor Piercing and Spider Mine. And actually, as of late, Spider Mine has been a thorn in my side. I have not been enjoying Spider Mine. It feels like in some cases it does nothing, and in some other cases it's like one of the best abilities in the game. It's just like suddenly you make a whole bunch of chaff in it. And it keeps respawning throughout the round. But yeah. First round, no big deal. We do lose it, but there's only one tarantula. Actually, that Chungus managed to get a tarantula kill, which is kind of crazy. And here we are. Redeploy, very good. But I actually go for Mass Prod Overlord. And my thought here is I am Giant Spec. I can unlock it for free. It's 400. I can sell this, so then I have 500 bucks. You know, turn 2. Turn 2, you get $400, but then once you sell the Chungus, then you get 5. So I'm not missing a deploy. And we're deciding what I'm going to do with this. I don't have carry techs. I actually have like artillery, jump drive, photon, and mothership. Kind of like the I don't know what you want to call it, but like the playing like a jerk kind of move where you do it on the corner and you can go this way, and then maybe you, do a jump drive, go the other way. I think Woot, I believe, plays like this, but I'm not investing too much in the Overlord. On this turn 2, it's going to be quite strong, of course. It does very well against Tarantula. Opponent does pick up those marksmen, though, safety marksmen, which, thankfully for them, because there's nothing else that would really be able to deal with the Overlord. Can we get that spider? We do, but we do lose the Overlord. But that's okay. It's not looking too bad. We do lose this tower, though. And with that, actually, I think the Tarantula is going to go down. Yeah. So low. 100 damage. Yeah, no big deal. We're laughing. We've got almost equal HP. So that's fine. Unit drop offered. The Mustang is decent. Level 2 Mustang. Sometimes it's good just to get more units on the ground, but we are against Spider, so like getting more units doesn't really help that much. I think maybe Steel Ball or Mustang was the play here. But we do go for Mustang for safety. I'm, just in case there's wasps or something in the future, like this is going to round me out, and it will mean that I don't need to get anti-air on Tarantula. So we can save money there. And this Overlord, right? We're not actually investing into it, but it's like kind of a bait. At any point in time, I could suddenly make 3 more Overlords. We could have 4 Overlords. Not on turn 3, obviously, but there's always that threat of more Overlords because they're mass produced. They're very cheap. But like I said at the start of this, I've been playing more Tarantula, and I feel more comfortable with that. So I'm just kind of leaving this on the board, right? It's my best damage dealer. It has the gold stars here. But we're going to try to protect it. So we get range on a Tarantula, which we actually managed to get first before our opponent. So it's going to help us a lot this round. We do, because of that, get a lock on that Tarantula right away. Overlord pops it off. And... oh, is it going to die? It's going to die, isn't it? We'll get that other Tarantula, though. So that's good. And we're going to feed XP to our Tarantulas, which is great. We've got 2 level ups. We want to be a higher level. In a headbutt like this, you want to have higher tech or higher levels, or more of them. More of them is like the last resort, like having a higher tech or a higher level. I think higher level is the most important, then higher tech, then more of them. Yeah, levels are king in this kind of situation. So we pick up that smoke bomb. I think, advanced offensive could be taken as well. Could be pretty good. But I go for the smoke bomb because if we can land this, it's going to be very good for us. Opponent already doesn't have range, and we're going to be vastly outranging them. We do take the bubble just to help in case they're going to smoke us. And then we're building out the rest of our board here. So we're weak on the left side, right? We don't even have a level up here. So we're going to build this... this missile here in case there's crawlers, and then we're going to have our Tarantula on the left. And here we go, that beacon. getting underway. Thankfully, we just kill that crawler in time, so the missile doesn't go off, and the missile does pop on that steel ball pack. So we got a bit lucky there. The placement of that missile was absolutely perfect. So we don't lose our tower until a little bit later, and we actually do a huge amount of damage here. Just giant amount of damage on the board. And now unit drop offered. We got rhinos, we got fire badgers, phoenix, storm callers. And here's where we're gonna try something a little bit crazy, maybe. We're gonna go for rhinos. I think the only thing on the board right now that can deal with the rhinos is this steel ball. So we build the rhinos, we build them in the back. I'm also worried about getting flanked here too. So like this is double duty, protecting my flanks from any ground units. And we get combat evolvement, which is a new tech. So the HP and attack increase by 3% per second during the battle. So even if there was a flank here, the rhino will take longer to clear it and then run to the front, and it's going to have even more attack, even more HP. And there's nothing on the board that really can deal with it if it's too high level. Like there's not a lot of high damage other than these steel balls. We get oil. We know we're, you know, weak on this side. And here comes the beacon again. So we build up that other tarantula. We get missiles. I think we didn't have enough for another missile, but we do slow things down a little bit there with that oil. And now the rhino has enough time to run up and get in the face of everyone. However, it still gets through. That that amazing rhino. I mean, I should have known from last game that, you know, on it, this player likes to just go full gas. But yeah, we're okay though. Look at these arms on this bad boy. Bam, bam. Punches that tower real easy. Actually gets a level. Do another huge amount of damage there. So now I'm feeling pretty good. And then, oh my god, we get a super heavy armor. I can't not take that. Right? Look at this guy now. He got a level. He's got super heavy. He's got 100,000 HP just about. And it's going to get more and more and more. 3% every second. It's going to get absolutely crazy. So how can we lose this game? Well, if this gets through again, that could be a problem. So we're going to... Whoa, actually the double redeploy, that's crazy. I actually didn't realize that in the game. Double redeploy, both steel balls go onto the right side, trying to intercept this rhino, and then running away on the left. I mean, I gotta give kudos to Dunit. Like, they are a very, like, movable player. Like, they use all the abilities. Very dynamic. Dynamic is the word I'm looking for. Very dynamic player. Looking for any opportunities that they can. We still have this Overlord, which is just been hanging out. Hasn't done anything too crazy. It's still like leading like our damage and stuff. And we do get this fire badger. We want to light this up because that's a way that we can lose if they just run through here. So we clear all the chaff, clear all that stuff, but they are running away. And then on the right side, we have this rhino starting to run up. The balls die before the rhino even gets there. And now this guy, watch his health. It just keeps going up and up. And oh, he just punches that guy. Up and up and up and up, up. This guy as well. Health just higher and higher. Not quite dying. Takes a lot of tanking. Or does a lot of tanking. And now the right side, this rhino is going to have almost 200,000 HP now just from walking from one side of the board to the other. Gains 100,000 HP. And more and climbing. And we just need a little bit of damage here to secure the win. And it looks like with that, we should have just enough. So, well played, GG. Do manage to win the series 2-0, thankfully. First game, like I said, that was a nail-biter. I wasn't sure how this series was going to go. But I'm feeling much better after the second game here. Thankfully, we were able to, like, I don't know, kind of outplay in a way just by, like, picking the mass prod card and having one Overlord. Just forced Dunit to, like, guess, basically. Like, am I going to make more overlords? Am I going to tech them? I could get overlord artillery. I could get jump drive. I could get mothership. Like, there's a lot of things that require completely different tech paths. Like, we go mothership, yeah, so that's why we've got the Mustangs here with range, but the Mustangs are no good against the Tarantula, especially Mech Rage Tarantula with range. Yeah. And then if we had artillery and we were just like beaconing into towers or whatever, that's going to kill everything else as well, because the artillery is very good against rhinos, good against spiders. And yeah. But we kept with our spiders here. I think this was like the key, right? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spiders. We had our full board here. Nice, good arc. And yeah, spiders also, they crush the marksman too. Like, as long as they have mech rage and they can just run up in their face and go tap, tap, tap. Get the marksman kill, get a lot of XP from that. The orange man giving a lot of XP. We were selling a little bit out of the Void Eyes too, because they weren't really doing anything. Just get a little bit of extra money. And yeah, just trying to play a little bit safer. And then the cube play with these rhinos. This was pretty fortunate, pretty lucky. It was super heavy, but it didn't really end up having a big impact anyway. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed those games. Let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Please like and subscribe and all that stuff. And I will see you guys next time. We're going to have a whole ton more videos coming out soon with the new patch. So stay tuned for that. And if you haven't heard already, we do have a new Bork build challenge. And it's your own creativity. It's up to you. So pick a tech, one of the new techs, and make that tech part of your, like, integral to your game plan. This case wouldn't really work because, you know, I picked Combat Evolve on like the second last round and my game plan didn't really revolve around it. So not a good example. But the first game was a good example because we were building into Land Cruiser the whole game. That was the whole point. From the beginning, we wanted that tech and we had our positioning set up for it already. So even though we got that tech a little bit later, the game was completely about Land Cruiser. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night or a good day or wherever you are or whatever time it is. And I'll see you later.